What's up, guys? I guess this will be Covert Narcissist 3. I'm on the way to work. I got to get some work done today, so sorry if the sound's a little muffled or whatever. Hopefully, it won't be too bad, and I'll just be going kind of fast for a couple of minutes, and then it'll slow back down. So I just wanted to get these points, kind of get some more of them done. So you'll notice that they'll say one thing, but they'll do another. So more or less they'll tell you what you want to hear. But I mean, as soon as you're out of the room or out of the picture, then they're really just doing nothing. I mean, they or they're doing whatever they want to do. But what they bring to life and what they bring to the relationship is bare minimal at best. I mean, if it's even considered bare minimal, because it's almost nothing, and yet they want all this credit. It doesn't make sense. It's like, ladies, when you guys have a man and he's not providing, except for, what makes him look good on paper, but he's not, and it's not even about providing. I mean, if he's not providing, leave him alone, but he's not providing anything except for what fulfills his needs, and it's the same with them, and you almost are like, damn, are they that sorry? Like, can someone be that sorry? Like, how? Like, I don't know how. Like, I don't get it. Like, how did they fall? Like, so, like, how is it so, just non-normal behavior to them? That, and I guess I could get it. I guess there's a lot of just, like, damn, I thought my childhood was fucked up, and for them to not just have any sort of empathy at all for people or just life or the way things are done, it really sucks. Like, and I wouldn't even, like, I was like really, really, really open-minded, and I should have held my ground, is what I should have done. I should have done what I knew was right, period. But I just, like I said, it was like a perfect storm. I knew that I was an asshole in my first relationship, and so I didn't, but sometimes you got to be an asshole. That's what I've been learning lately too, and it's not that you're being an asshole, but setting boundaries and having standards doesn't make you an asshole. You don't always have to say yes, and if you don't say yes, you don't have to feel guilty. You can say yes or no. You have a choice, Now, in a relationship, hopefully you are willing to compromise. You're not always going to just do things that you 100% enjoy, but if you're with the people that you love, then it should be easy to make that compromise. And I've always kind of felt like that. Like, I don't really care what we're doing, is kind of as long as we're together, But, that's neither, here or there. Well, so, they say one thing, but they do another. And I could give several examples. But, this one was, she's mom of the year, but she'll abandon kids at the drop of a dime. I mean, that, and now that we're on that, they will use their children as props and pawns. They are just, and what they'll do is they talk about triangulation with family members and friends to kind of get you alienated from your family. That's an isolation tactic, but they'll do it with kids, especially when kids are kind of older. And a big thing that happened in my relationship was time. I wasn't there to just sit there and play Dr. Phil all day. I had to work, and I'd be tired, and I guess I got to the point where I was feeling like, damn, it don't matter what I say, what I do, what issue I think we get to the bottom of, because we never really get, it's this roller coaster up, down, and it doesn't matter. Every 2 days, if she's comfortable, boom, it's like an explosion out of nowhere. And why? What for? There's nothing to bitch about. There's nothing. Like, most women would kill to be in a role like this if that's what they wanted. Like, don't tell me these are your goals and I provide this to you and then it's not good enough. What? She didn't really have to do anything. She was really spoiled, like really spoiled rotten, I think. Like, way too much, And there's no way that she's taking better care of herself now than I did, period. It's not possible. So, it's bullshit. What they'll do though is they'll triangulate your kids, and that's what I was saying though. That's when the relationship started to break. When she started being able to manipulate people, because I started to see through it, and instead of being just accountable to her like most husbands are to wives, shit, I'd call my kids. I'd tell them what the hell was going on. Like, hey man, I'm over here at work, because she was telling them I was out with this person, or like, dude, I didn't cheat. I feel some type of way about it, and it's just wrong, and it's not, and it's not. You gotta have integrity. It hurts your relationship in the long run, no matter what. No matter if you can hide it, if you can't, it doesn't matter, because it hurts your soul. God sees everything, see? So either way, one way or another, you'll be punished for it. So you gotta, be accountable for everything you do eventually. So, but anyway, I was, and then I would, her family, she was trying to tell them I'm one way and I'm another, and then they meet me and it's not that way. It's just not. And then, she'd say things like, oh, he'll try to buy you. I'll try to buy you. I don't even want them around to give them money. Like, what do you mean I'll try to buy them? Like, what, if they come work for me or something, I'm going to pay them. I'm not trying to buy them. They work, they earn that money. I need to pay them. Like, there's no buying them. There's some things I wish I could take back that I did for her family. Well, only one thing really. I would did everything else that I did for them, and did it with a smile on my face, and did it because I do stuff like that for my family and for family, period. Because that's just what it is. That's what you're supposed to do. I don't know what they do when but she act like it. She can't loan her sister a dime, and she's not trustworthy, and whatever. So it's whatever. But I did pay $500 for an abortion. I'd love to get that money back, because considering I helped commit murder, I feel completely different about that. I would not have agreed to that. Just like I wouldn't agree to her, a strange daughter's sex change either. I mean, there's just certain things I'm not. I definitely, they wanted me to, pay to have her name changed. I'm not doing none of that. I don't care about how bad you feel about your mothering skills throughout the years and how you're just trying to, make up for, not being there. So now your daughter, who is going to be, just as manipulative as you are, because she was pretty much left, and raised in the home you were raised, and the one that fucked you up. So that's kind of how that will go. Hopefully not. Hopefully she can, this one's pretty intelligent. Hopefully she can get the proper counseling needed to break the cycle. But if I had to bet, I'd say probably not. They'll use your kids though, and they'll make your kids, after they've came into your life, you've done nothing but, and I'm not perfect. I'm just, I put my pants on one leg. I'm not saying nothing is my fault, but I'm saying that this is what I can say for 100% sure. My intentions were good. Only the best of intentions for her, for our relationship, and for her, for us, for my family. Only like good-hearted intentions. And hers are evil. Like they just are. Hers are to get in the way. Hers are to, she'll fit the mold at the moment, but deep down she wants you to fail. Like it's the saddest shit ever. Like it sucks. And you wonder why it comes so hard, guys. Like after you give your heart to somebody like this, I guess it's definitely a humbling experience, but it's like, why would I ever put, and my all that energy into someone? And maybe that was the problem. I should have been putting that energy into God, and maybe He would have took, but I know this. She was disrespectful as hell, but I never stopped loving her. I never stopped doing for her, and I never stopped trying to be a better man day by day by day. Because I wouldn't listen to her whine and bitch about the same 4 things about me and about her past over and over and over and over again. What good does that do? I told her, this is crazy. So, I'm from this school. I can go to prison. No, I can be an alcoholic. I can go to prison. I can spend 2 years in prison. I leave my kids at my uncle's, my mom's, my cousins. It doesn't matter. I leave my kids somewhere. I can get out of prison. I can go back to being a drunk. What have you. I can have 3 prostitutes with me. Okay? And I can go pick up my kids. Like it or leave it, it's just maybe not to that extreme, but that's my mentality. Those are my kids. What the fuck you mean I can't have my kids? What do you mean I can't pick them up, right? So you have that school like. So she tells me she doesn't have her kids when we meet. Okay, well that's fine, we'll just get them back. That's literally my mentality. Like, they're your kids. God didn't give them to your parents to raise. Like, He gave them to you to raise. Weird. I don't know where in the Bible where it says, hey, grandparents, can you please come raise the kids? But, so that's my mindset. That's why I'm telling you that. In the first year, well, in the whole relationship, but in the first year of our relationship, I heard her say, I'm never going to get my kids back. Probably 700 times. Probably. I heard her say, I'm going to get my kids back 3, if that. So, and to me, it was just like, it was a no-brainer. Like, yeah, we're going to get the kids back. But there goes that negative, and the truth is she doesn't really want kids. She wants the appearance of kids. She, she abused the shit out of my kids too, and it doesn't matter because they would walk around eggshells around her. She would just, she was just treacherous, she abandoned the fuck out of them, and it's like almost like she did it to throw it in the face of her kids that, she could be a mom, and I don't know. It's really, really, really sad, and it sucks. But anyway, I just wanted to kind of share that mindset with you, like positive, negative thinking. And we were not able to get the kids. Her negativity, I just overcame a person like that, a person that could feel that way about his children. Like, he'll always be in their life. Like, you take my kids, I'm putting a bullet in your head. I don't give a fuck, CPS. Go suck my dick, you child abducting motherfuckers. If you look at the stats on that, once CPS gets a hold of your children, guys, just to let you know, they they have like almost a 0% chance of, and check the number, but it might be 1%. I don't even think it's 1%. It's got to be 1%, right, guys? Like, what is it, 0.7%, something like that, will actually graduate college. Not that I agree with college, but I'm saying that that's kind of like the social standard. And 75% of them drop out of high school. So you take my kids, I mean, they're fucked anyway. So I might as well. We going to town. Fuck all y'all. So that's just my mindset. And I've never even, you know, I think everybody, maybe I've had CPS in my life like twice, like a diaper rash and like some bullshit, you know, and both times dismissed case right away, you know, immediately. Yet I've known several people that, you know, have lost their kids and whatnot, and I think that's a mentality thing. I think they've just seen that sort of thing happen so many times that they almost expect it, instead of like, bitch, if you touch my kids, I'm killing you. Fuck you. Those are mine, period. And that's the mindset that this negative soul was able to, I mean, how do you break that mindset? Like, how do you break a those are my kids no matter what mindset? Kids are just pawns and props, though, and it sucks. And they'll try to triangulate them against you before and during the time they're going to alienate you. So not only does your sorry ass come and soul suck everything, you're going to try to turn my kids against me. Knowing that I was a damn good dad. Like, I might not have been a good husband, but I was a damn good dad. And I've always been a pretty good dad and tried to be better at being a dad. Like, it's always been important to me. Like, my dad sucked. I mean, you know, I'm not being negative. He did what he did. He was all up. My mom was a narcissist too, I think. So, he kind of, I kind of felt my dad the last couple of years, like, man, he would go bust his ass, and just for his wife to like be nice to him, he'd have to come home and bust our ass, you know, and then he would be able to sit down and, you know, maybe get to enjoy a meal, or his wife smile, or, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, my mom is, yeah, she's not a very good person. Yeah. Oh well, that doesn't matter. I feel for him, but yeah, I did definitely not have a very good relationship with him, and I still don't really, you know, and he's a good guy. He really is. My dad, he is a good guy. I know it takes two, but I really do think my father always had the best of intentions for my mom, and I think my mom was a narcissist. I think my mom likes to blame. I mean, to this day, you know, my dad, he had apologized to me about my childhood, and that's cool. Like, okay, you're a man. Fuck, I know you tried, dude. You know, you can accept that and live with it. Okay, but my mom, it's always been an excuse, you know, and I mean that's one surefire way narcissism too. There's no way in your lifetime everything has been everyone else's fault. You got the keys to that ride. Nobody else. Well, I guess that's all for that, guys. All right. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the video. If you stayed to the end, like, subscribe, throw a comment. Let's get this word out here about these narcissists, man, so people can start understanding what they went through. And, you know, if I'm one of these, if I can realize what happened, if I can make logical sense out of what happened, then I'm more able to get over what has happened. All right, guys, take it easy.